Hey, 반갑습니다. Steve, how are you doing this week? Folks, how are you doing? If you get a chance, head over to Steve's channel, Steve Miller's Vlogs, to hear both sides of our story as we do these weekly cam chats. And also, just to see a little bit of everyday life through Steve's eyes. He takes you through the nooks and crannies of his life as it unfolds up in Seoul. So check it out. But Steve, you brought up a great point, a great topic about making friends, social networking here in Korea, but I think it applies to anybody who's traveling or teaching English in another country and they plan to sojourn for an extended period of time in that location. How do you make friends? How do you get out there so that you're not stuck in your apartment like a jail cell? Well, I did a video last year, 10 activities for foreigners here in Korea for you, and they're great activities that you might not be thinking about fresh out of the box, and they're great ways to meet people when you get here. So check out that video. I'll leave it in the comment section. If you're not coming through Epic, where there's an orientation and you have ready-made friends before you even hit the pavement running, and you're coming through Hagwon or something else, how do you make friends? Whether you're an older guy like us, Steve, or if you've stayed longer than your orientation class has stayed, and you're just looking for things to do, these are the activities that I personally was involved with and how I stayed social. So I'll just give you those, and you can build off of those, and also check out that video that I did. It's been very helpful for a lot of people. One of the biggest things that you can get involved with to really help your time here for many reasons is to volunteer. And here in Busan, they have this volunteering group for foreigners, and they mainly target orphanages in town here. And I'll leave that in the comment section below, a link to that page for you if you're coming. It's a good group of people, good sized group, positive people doing positive things. I personally do soup kitchens, homeless folks there, several hundred homeless people come there. I've made a lot of friends with the organizers and whatnot, and other volunteers that have come, even though it's not nearly as popular as going to an orphanage. But that's one thing you can do. And in line with that, I also attend, when I can, international churches here, or international ministries, which are sub-ministries to the larger Korean church. And that's mainly for English speakers. So you'll meet people from the Philippines, India, Africa, Western countries. Now those are people that I would typically spend most of my time with. The past year doesn't really count because I was studying, so I was a hermit next to the hermit kingdom. But up until that point, those are the people that I would typically spend my time with. The other thing that is big in my life, has always been big in my life, not the most meaningful, but meaningful relationships, great camaraderie, maybe even better than many of the relationships you'll build in a church, because they're inviting people from all different walks of life. You're more single-minded in a martial art. And I did judo here in Korea up until recently when I got hurt. But those are people that you're spending 2, 3, 4 nights a week with. Even if you don't spend time with them outside of class, you're still spending that time. And some of them do speak English. You're forming bonds and relationships. You're making connections. I've met people from the National Police here, which is like the FBI, pastors, people in different industries. They all are very helpful, and you never know where they could lead. So martial arts is definitely a way to go. You'll also meet foreigners that way as well. I also keep in touch with my co-teachers. I've been here 3 years now. They're always a great resource for pointing you in a direction to help you with something as a reference for future endeavors, and it's just good to stay in touch with them. I consider them my friends, not just professional associates, people that I've worked with. So co-teachers, I would keep in touch with them. Steve, you mentioned that you do the same thing as well. Another great option is language exchange groups, and here in Busan they have this thing called Busan Language Cast, I believe it is, and that's where people who want to practice their Korean and people who want to practice their English come together in perfect harmony. It's usually a younger crowd there, so but it's something that you can check out for the younger folks. But Steve, for you and me, those are the things that I do, and they've been a key for me from going crazy and ending up sitting in my apartment staring at a camera with nobody else around talking to it. But that hasn't been so bad either. Anyway, I hope those are helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out Steve's channel, Steve Miller Vlogs. Steve, I'll see you next time. Peace out.